Welcome back to the homestead. Here lately, every morning we take a good stroll around the yard and look at all of our different gardens and pick whatever's ready. The middle of the day in Mississippi has gotten absolutely unbearable, so we don't do a whole lot of gardening between 10 and 5 o'clock. So we go back outside in the evenings when it's cooled off a bit. I'm pretty sure that's the same routine that a lot of you have adopted lately. I think our morning stroll kind of wears Lawson out. He'll be ready for his next nap whenever we get back inside. Justin Peden from Spirit of the Outdoors, if you're watching this, leave a comment down below and tell me what kind of mushrooms these are. I would really like to know. We were out of town for the 4th of July for a couple of days, and when we got back, we had a good many cucumbers ready. We had squash and zucchini. A lot of this we're going to eat fresh. We really enjoy squash and zucchini, and over the next few days, I'll be putting up pickles. In the past, I've grown parsley and dill and basil, things like that. I really wish I had grown some fresh dill myself this year, but I didn't. Anyway, we're in this season of harvesting and preserving, and I thoroughly enjoy this time of year. As much as I enjoy going on vacation and going different places, especially now that we have Lawson, I absolutely love to be home. And really, this time of year, you really need to be home to get so much done. There's a lot of things that go into having a garden. If you're going to preserve, you need to be home to do that, and I really enjoy being home. I've mentioned that several times on this channel. I know there are a lot of people that don't share my feelings on that. A lot of people can't stand to be at home. They want to be going 24/7, but it's important to cultivate a life that you don't need a vacation from all the time. Anywho, I put up a jar of pepper sauce. My uncle gave me some cayenne and jalapeno peppers. You may remember our peppers didn't make it. Our pepper starts, they didn't make it, so I won't be growing any peppers this year. As disappointing as that is, honestly, I've gotten to where I can't tolerate eating peppers like I used to. I love peppers, but they don't love me. I've really gotten where when I eat them, I regret it. So maybe it's for the best. However, I did put up one jar of pepper sauce, and I have not made pepper sauce in a very long time. So I just did one jar. We eat it on our peas sometimes. Speaking of peas, we'll be picking ours and in the back garden probably a couple days after this video is uploaded. I had a lot going on today, and I didn't put a whole lot of thought into what we were going to eat. So, on this episode of Supper Out of Nothing, of course, we're going to eat squash that came fresh out of the garden, and I had a small bag of chicken breasts thawed out, so I'm going to brown them on both sides, and then I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on them and put them in a skillet in the oven and let them finish cooking. And I'm going to saute these squash and onions. I thought about frying the squash. We absolutely love fried squash, but I just didn't want to take the time to do that. I kept hearing this sound, and I realized Lawson had stolen my Banneton basket from under the cabinet and was playing with it. Just gotta deglaze my pan here. I also decided to make some cornbread, and I put some sourdough starter in there. I haven't added sourdough to anything that I regretted yet. I'll tell you something I did regret when I was making the cornbread. The first egg that I cracked, oh my goodness, y'all. We gathered eggs when we got back from being out of town, and I knew they had been in there a couple of days, and they were from our chickens that have the roosters in with them. I don't sell those, but I do use them. I just put them all in the sink and float them, and I did that this time, and I only kept the ones that didn't float, and they all looked all right, and geez. Actually, it was the second egg. And I do still crack all my eggs in a separate container before I put them in whatever I'm making. You don't have to have this happen to you but one time to learn to do that. I will say it doesn't bother me near as bad as I thought it was going to whenever we first got chickens. But it definitely ain't for the squeamish. I decided to pick Lawson's toys up for the 4th time today, and he didn't run right over here and dump them back out, which was very uncharacteristic of him. I might should have took his temperature. I hope he was feeling okay. I thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I hope you'll like this video and subscribe to our channel, and come back next week and see where I pickled some of our cucumbers and whatever else we got into. If this is your first time seeing us, my name is Alicia. My husband's name is Dusty. We have a homestead on 2.5 acres in central Mississippi. I post videos at least once a week. I do from scratch cooking, and we do a good bit of gardening. My goal for this channel is to be inspiring and uplifting while you watch me do simple things that you can do too. If that's something that you're interested in, I hope that you'll subscribe and stick around with us. I almost forgot. I did include a couple shots from our little getaway on the 4th. I hope y'all enjoy seeing that. We really did have a great time. And the day we got home, there was a beautiful sunset, so I included some of that too. Well, until next time, bye y'all.